I'm here today with Mr. Twister FLW Pro Clent Davis. So Clent, I know tomorrow is the first day of the 2015 FLW Cup, and I want to talk to you about that obviously, but first I thought it might be more fun to kind of go back a little bit in your fishing career, and I mean way back. Tell me the story of the first memorable experience you had with a bass.
I was probably, Lord, I don't really remember the experience. I just have the pictures of me being probably 4, 5, 6 years old by my pond with my little yellow life jacket on, holding up, a little 12-inch largemouth. That was really where I started fishing, was, in the pond by my house. And, really found the love for fishing, I guess, more than tournament fishing at the time.
Sure.
And, I was probably, I think I was 12 when I fished my first official tournament. I think I was 12 years old.
Okay.
And, I got my butt kicked.
Sure.
But, I really found the love for that. As far as tournament fishing, from there on, I fished a ton of local events around the house until I went to college, and then, of course, we started the fishing team at University of Montevallo, and I was really successful with that, fishing collegiately, and that's kind of when I realized that I had people telling me, you probably need to try to do this for a living.
Sure.
And it just went from there.
What were you heading towards in college before you thought of that?
I was going to be a teacher. That's what I got my degree in. I was coaching high school football at a little town called Maplesville, and
Okay.
going to school. That's what I was going to do. And if I ever decide to retire from fishing, that's what I'll do.
Sure. Can you remember the first time during an actual tournament where you kind of just had that feeling during the course of the day that you thought you had won this thing?
As far as the first one, I don't know. I guess I kind of knew, around the house coming up, I knew a lot of times before I blasted off, hey, we got a pretty good idea we're going to win today.
So at this point, what's the longest time that you get between tournaments these days?
After this event, I'm going to be free until the middle of October. So that's it. So, at the end of the year, the end of October, I'll have November, December. So that's pretty much all you have all year is 2 months, November and December, and it's really more, dealing with getting ready for the next year. So it's pretty much a year-round deal.
Do you do any fishing during those months?
I don't. Usually I don't have a boat the last few years.
Okay.
That's when I'm boatless. So I may go with a buddy here or there, but I just, it's kind of nice just to get away from fishing for a little while.
Mm-hmm. What other hobbies do you have?
I deer hunt and I watch football. And I play, I play a lot of golf, or used to. I haven't at all this year. Last year I played some, so I really like doing that. And this year my hobby will be our little girl. Going to boots my wife Monday morning when I get back.
No kidding. Oh, good. Good for you.
We'll have a little girl that's coming up Tuesday.
So you're not getting a break next week?
No. That's I feel like I won't get one for about the next 20 years.
Yeah. During the tournaments, do you have any sort of a morning routine or ritual that you do? I guess kind of maybe walk me through like the first hour of a day is like on a tournament day.
For me,
yeah,
I absolutely hate getting there early, as crazy as that sounds. I like to get there, put the boat in the water, go through boat check, blast off, and go fishing. I really hate, a lot of guys like to just get there and sit around and do whatever before blast off. And for me, I get to thinking about so many different things, I feel like it hurts me more than anything. So I just like to get up, eat my breakfast, head to the lake, put the boat in the water, in just enough time to run through boat check and go fishing.
Huh, okay. Tell me, what's the best thing about life as a professional bass fisherman?
I get to do what I love for a living. That's the essential there is. That's the best thing about it. You get aggravated, all the time of not catching fish, but then you just have to sit back and look at it. It's like, why are you even getting upset? You're fishing for a living. Just figure it out. It's your job. What
would you say is the worst part about it?
Probably like right now I'm sitting in my truck and dumped about an inch of rain in the last 10 minutes. So probably the worst part about it is going fishing in some of the conditions we go in.
Yeah.
Whether it be coming an electrical storm or snowstorms. That's the worst part about it.
What about, like, how much time do you end up behind the wheel, driving every year? How many miles do you put on in a year?
24,000 this year.
Okay.
Which is actually a little low. So anywhere 20 to 20. The other year I've been right at 40.
Do you have anybody that you travel with, or is there anybody nearby enough that you guys can share some of that travel?
Well, Cody Meyer, but he comes in from California. But we stay together, and we're usually following each other and talking back and forth on the phone. But no one ever rides with me, I guess you could say.
Yeah, I suppose. But you share a hotel with him, and
yes.
Yeah, okay. What do you think your peers, the other fishermen, say would be your strength as a fisherman? Like what kind of a lake, or what are the conditions, or the time of year when you think the other guys are saying you should probably watch out for Clent today?
For me, it's definitely anywhere that electronics are used. Offshore fishing, without a doubt, my strength. I just, for some reason, I get it. I guess you could say I understand electronics, and it's definitely my strongest part. It allows me to be able to compete against Larry Nixon's and the Mark Roses, all those guys that have been doing it so much longer than me. Because I kind of break down water faster than what it would typically take if you didn't know how to use your electronics.
Mm-hmm. Is there any one guy you could say would be one of the other fishermen? I'd even open it up to the elites if you wanted, but who's the guy that you think you kind of watch and maybe even try to emulate some, and who do you think really gets it done most consistently?
My travel partner, Cody Meyer, he's consistently ranked top 10 in the world, and I've learned a tremendous amount of finesse fishing from him. Like, I had no clue how to finesse fish when I started this, really, other than throwing shaky head around.
Yeah.
So he's really opened my eyes to all these, little knick-knack finesse techniques that really get the job done on a tough bite.
Okay. I was going to ask what your favorite Mr. Twister lure is, but maybe to make that a better question, or more interesting maybe, if you were shipwrecked on a deserted island and you could only bring 3 Mr. Twister baits, which ones would you bring? And it's assuming the island has bass on it, obviously.
That's simple. The first one would be the original Sassy Shad, smaller size. Mm-hmm. The second one would be the Pocket Shaker. And the third one would be the Swim Station.
Okay, you didn't even struggle at all with that question. I guess that does cover all your bases there. The last question would just be, how's the WashDOT tournament shaping up for you for tomorrow?
It's brutal.
Yeah.
It's the toughest practice I've ever had.
No kidding.
And the fishing is just tough. This is the first practice I could ever remember where I didn't catch a 3-pounder in practice. Like, I caught some 2s, and that's it. I don't know. I spent a lot of time finding more areas to fish, but I also spent a lot of time fishing. And, man, it just hasn't panned out for me or anybody I'm traveling with. But at the same time, unless somebody finds some kind of magical spot, which is rarely found in August, 12 pounds a day is probably going to win this tournament. So, yeah, if you can get a win of 2-pounders and get fortunate, honestly, I mean, that's a luck, as far as, find a 4-pounder every day, and you're going to be right there.
Huh. Okay. I really appreciate you taking the time. I know it sounds like you're off to a rough start today, but put that stuff behind you and put a beating on them tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
I'll be watching the weigh-ins online at FLW Outdoors, and good luck to you.
I appreciate it. I really do. Hopefully it goes well.